What's up, everybody? Master King Chef Jay right here, and I appreciate y'all watching. Today I have a very special guest. We're gonna make some really good desserts for y'all. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Denise King from Denise's Kitchen.
And I'm telling you, if you never had any of her desserts before, you are truly missing out. But today she's gonna make something real nice for you. What are you gonna make, Ms. Denise?
Today we're gonna make a simple buttermilk pound cake, and it's gonna be made in a bundt shape.
Y'all heard that? So if I was you guys, I will not go anywhere. Stick around.
Now we are always building flavors every day of the week. Shout out to Chef Jaden, he done saved you a seat. Like, comment, and subscribe, and go and put on repeat. And now wait. Take out your seasoning and make it rain on that thing. This the type of cooking make him buy you a ring. Don't compare Chef Jay, cause he ain't the same. And that's for real though, you know the deal though. And I know you probably heard it through the grapevine, that everything that he makes, it is straight fire. Lobster macaroni to the crab cake and the ribeye. Super Bowl videos, go get ready for the fish fry. Or some Nashville hot chicken for some kickback, or some Henny hot wings just to get slapped, He moving up to greater things, ain't no get back, He the best of everything, Chef Gerard the Master King.
Welcome back, y'all. So I've had the pleasure of having your wonderful desserts every now and then. My absolute favorite is your banana pudding, but we'll show that on another day. But today she's gonna make that buttermilk pound cake, so we'll go right ahead and get it right started.
Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start with 3 sticks of butter, and these are salted, so you won't need to add any salt to this.
All right, quick question. So did you take that right out of the refrigerator?
No, these are room temperature, so make sure that all of your ingredients are room temperature. Your butter, your eggs, your buttermilk, and we're even gonna add a touch of sour cream, so it needs to be room temperature as well.
Awesome. So she's getting ready to put 3 sticks of butter in there. So is this gonna be a full pound cake, or how are we gonna make this cake?
A full pound cake.
All right, we're gonna make a full pound cake.
And what we're gonna start out with is our butter, as we said, and we're gonna let this butter cream for a couple of minutes.
So can you tell the people exactly what creaming is? Because, I mean, I know and you know, but they might not know. And
well, we want to get it smooth.
Right.
We want it to have a creamy texture so that everything blends together perfectly. So the butter's been creaming for about a minute now. We're going to stop this butter.
Can I taste some of the butter right now?
Of course you can. And then we're going to start to add our sugar once we get this butter off of the paddle.
Okay, let's do it.
We're going to start it back up, and we're going to add 3 cups of sugar, a little at a time, while the butter is still creaming.
Oh, so you want to get that sugar evenly distributed throughout the butter. Right, I got you.
And then we'll just add it slowly.
It's looking good already, man. I kind of want to eat some sugar butter right now. You know, you guys are smelling good in here already.
So as I said, this is 3 cups of sugar we're adding to the butter.
All right. Listen, it's the holiday season, man, so y'all sit back and take notes, because you go ahead and throw one of these bundt cakes in the oven, they gonna think you a certified baker after Mr. Denise get through with you.
So we've added our butter and we've added the sugar, and this is the consistency that you want the batter to be, the mixture to be. This is how it's supposed to look.
Looks good. So what are we gonna do next, Miss Denise?
What we're gonna do next is we're gonna add eggs, and we're adding 6 eggs that are room temperature.
Nice.
So we'll start this back up.
And what speed are you starting on?
And I'm starting it right now on low.
Okay.
And as we put the eggs in, we'll speed it up a little. And you want to make sure that when you're making this cake, not to crack your eggs over the bowl. Already have your eggs in a bowl ready to add to the mixture, because you don't want to get a bad egg in your mixture, and you don't want to get any eggshells in there.
That's a really good tip, because you know, I'm a chef, so I be like, click, click, click. And just like you said, once it go in, it's hard to get it out.
Right, and then you have to start over.
Start all over. That's the thing about baking, like you have to be so persistent with it and so on the money.
Yes.
If I was to mess up like making a recipe or something, I can recover it easy. But for baking, you have to take your time and make sure you have all your ingredients in place before you start.
Yes, you do. And also, even while I am adding these eggs, I'm gonna stop this And I'm gonna scrape the sides down to make sure that the butter, the sugar, and the eggs are being evenly incorporated and mixed up.
Nice.
We put a total of 6 eggs in the mixture. And we're gonna let that mix for a minute. We're gonna turn it up some.
Oh, that's looking good.
Look at how golden and pretty yellow that mixture is.
It's coming together really well.
All that butter and eggs is gonna make sure this pound cake has the density that it's supposed to have.
Nice. All right, Miss Anissa, what we got next? This is coming together really well.
Yes, it is. It is. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some vanilla extract, and I always use pure vanilla extract. And I add a tablespoon of this, and if you like vanilla, you may want to add a little bit more, and I like to add just a touch more because I like that flavor in the buttermilk pound cake.
Yeah, I like that vanilla flavor as well. Oh man, if you guys can smell this, ain't even in the oven yet, it's smelling scrumptious. All right, so the vanilla's in there, it's looking real good. So what we got next?
Next, we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, and I like to add sour cream to most of my cakes because it makes it moist.
It does. That's one of my secrets for
It is.
a lot of my baking.
It is.
Cornbread, so sour cream.
And we're going to let that sour cream mix in there for about a minute.
Okay. All right, sour cream's in there, and look like we got some baking powder.
Now we're going to add the baking powder, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the baking powder in the flour, and I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon. And this is going to help the cake to rise higher than normal.
Okay. So any reason why you put it inside the flour?
Because I want to make sure, since these are the dry ingredients, I want to incorporate the dry ingredients together.
Okay.
And mix those in.
All right.
So now we're going to start this mixer back up on slow.
All right.
And I know you can do this if you want to. You can stop the mixer and you can raise the stand up and add your flour to it and then start it back up. But I'm so used to doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour while it's mixing.
So you add a little bit at a time?
Just a little at a time, not all of it. Because I'm gonna stop this so many times to scrape down the sides and make sure that the flour is incorporated. And as I add my flour, I will then add the buttermilk in.
So in other words, you cannot rush this process.
So we're gonna add just a little buttermilk.
So you're going back and forth with flour and buttermilk?
Yes, we're gonna alternate flour, buttermilk, flour, buttermilk.
And how much total buttermilk do you have?
And the buttermilk is 1 cup at room temperature.
So everything in room temperature?
Everything.
Me, you, the buttermilk, and everything in room temperature.
Okay.
We all chilling right now.
We're gonna add a little more flour. Then I'm gonna stop. Scrape the sides down.
And we're gonna
to make sure that your flour is incorporated with your mixture.
And we're gonna repeat this process until everything is all
until
done.
It's all inside.
We'll show y'all what that looks like when we come back. So we have everything incorporated, Miss Anissa, and that's looking real good.
Yes, everything is incorporated and blending perfectly. We're gonna stop this from mixing now because once you add your flour, you do not want to overmix. That will make your cake dry, will make your cake tough.
You don't want a dry, tough cake.
No, so you want to stop, scrape down the sides, and then make sure that everything is completely mixed from the bottom. I'm gonna take that off.
It's my favorite part right here. When Mama used to take the pack off. Y'all know what's next, right?
We're gonna get all the batter off.
Oh,
As much as we can. You can lick what's left.
Stingy over here now, but that makes the cake really good. I am gonna eat this doggone batter right here, so.
There you go.
Childhood memories, one time for grandma.
And I'm making sure to mix everything. I'm scraping the sides down.
You go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna take care of this part right here. That's the most important part of the cake right here.
And what we're gonna do next is prepare our baking pan. And we're going to use a non-stick baking pan. And this baking pan, the bundt pan, is 12 cups. I always use the 12 cup to make sure that my batter doesn't rise up and run over. And this is quite a bit of batter. So this right here will make sure that it stays in the pan.
All right, real quick before you do that, tell the people about your website and how they can find you, and then we're gonna get back to it.
You can find me on Facebook at Denise's Kitchen. Go there, like and follow me. And you can find me on denisebakes.com, my website. Take a look at all of the cakes that I'm making. You can find out about my history, how I started, and what is available. And we do ship. We ship all around.
What?
Just follow all the details and place an order with us, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
So I could send my mama in Miami one of your cakes.
Yes.
And tell her I made it.
No. You can tell her that Denise's Kitchen made that cake.
Yes, ma'am. Will do. Will do. All right. So what we got next?
So now we're gonna coat our pan, and we're gonna use Baker's Joy. This is one of my favorite sprays to use. You want to make sure that you spray the tube of this pan really well, because this is what will stick the most. And you don't want to spray your pan too early. Spray it after you've got your batter mixed and ready to pour in, because the oil will slide down the sides of this pan and go down to the bottom.
So you spray that real good.
Right. And then, just to be safe and make sure that this cake doesn't stick, I'm going to sprinkle some all-purpose flour.
Now you double duty. So she got the flour and the spray to make sure it doesn't stick.
Yes.
And remember, she said make sure you spray this part really well, because you know the cake goes on there and it gets stuck and the cake won't come out. So.
And I'm even going to sprinkle a little flour around the tube part of the pan as well.
She giving y'all some nuggets, man. I hope y'all paying attention.
And then just roll it around and coat this. And this is the way it's gonna look when it's done.
Right.
You wanna make sure it's evenly coated.
I wanna do something, you
Help
know?
yourself.
I wanna do something. All right, so she did all the work. I get to do the fun stuff, right? So how you want me to pour it? Just pour it in?
Pour it all the way around evenly.
So let's do this right here. Let me hold this right here. Oh, sucky now. Am I doing it right, Miss Denise?
Yes, you are.
Look like I know what I'm doing a little bit here. You know, I'm a chef, right? So I'm an executive chef, so I see money in here. So you gotta get this spatula and then get all that out of there. You know? How we looking, Miss Denise?
It's looking good.
All right, so what next?
So make sure you get all that out.
I am. I was gonna do it when we went to commercial break. That's some commercial break stuff.
All right.
So what we gonna do next?
So what we're gonna do next is you make sure to preheat your oven on 325 degrees before you start mixing the cake.
All right.
So that it already has the right temperature.
Now I left some in here for me.
Okay.
You know, go on over here.
Enjoy that. We're gonna slide this in the oven and let this cake bake for 55 minutes. And around 50 minutes, I stop and I check my cake just to make sure. It just depends on how your oven cooks, how quickly this cake will cook.
All right, it is smelling so good in here, and I am so excited. And Miss Denise about to make some magic happen. So let's make it happen.
Here we go. We're about to take the buttermilk pound cake out of the oven. It has been in here for 55 minutes, and this oven seems to cook evenly. We're gonna check it to make sure that it is ready. Look how golden brown it is on top.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. Y'all smell that? Y'all smell that? Oh man, that is looking so good.
Yeah, so we're gonna let this cake sit on top of the cooling rack for about 10 minutes.
I can't go in there and get it?
No, not right now. So, for 10 minutes, we're gonna let it sit in this pan, and then after it sits for 10 minutes, then we're gonna flip it out.
I can't get a little cone on?
And pray for a release.
All right, we'll wait 10 minutes, y'all. After 10 minutes, we'll be back. Man, that's long.
So now we're ready to try to release the cake from the pan. We're gonna take this butter knife and go around the edges and slide it off in there just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan.
Oh yeah, baby.
And it's pulling away from the sides really good, so it's probably ready.
That's because you did the flour and the spray.
And the spray. So now we're gonna flip it out of this pan so it can continue to cool on the cooling rack.
Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes, look. This is a baker's nightmare.
Right.
When you flip a cake and it doesn't come out of the pan. So here we go. There we go.
Oh!
There it is. The buttermilk pound cake.
Oh my God, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. That is an awesome job. Y'all saw we did it all from scratch. Y'all saw everything that we did. It went in the oven. We waited. And we waited. But you know what? It looks like it was worth the wait. So I'm ready to cut a piece. Can I get a piece? You said 10 minutes and we at 9:57.
Let's try it. It's still hot.
Love it. Oh man. Y'all see that? Look at this. Look. People. Y'all look at that. Y'all see that moistness? You know why it's like that? She didn't over mix it. I mean, she added a little bit at a time. Like, you gotta take your time when it comes to baking. You cannot rush the process. That's very important. This is so moist. It's the perfect cake. And it's nice, and it's warm, and most importantly, it's mine. Let me get a little taste of this. Mr. Niece, hold on. Oh my God, y'all people, it's so moist. I can taste that vanilla that you added, the extra vanilla.
Yes.
It's in there. It is in there. And then the crust on the top of the cake, it's so rich and smooth and delicious. Y'all already know this cake is fire. This is straight fire. Mr. Denise, one more time, how can they reach you?
You can reach me on Facebook, Denise's Kitchen, or you can go to my website, denisebakes.com. Place an order and try one of the cakes for yourself.
You guys remember, always keep God first in your life and everything will fall into place. Like this cake, it just fell into place right in my lap. We thank you guys for watching. God bless.